If I can't hear the sound of your heartbeat, what do you call love in your reality? And in your reality, if I don't know how to love you... Nah, she's a little young for me now. Everyone has a story. You may not know what someone's really feeling on the inside. Many people who are depressed won't even bother telling the world about it. You saw that firsthand, remember, idiot? They don't want attention because they've already given up on the inside. Their feeling of worthlessness is so overwhelming that they don't even want people to tell them otherwise. Depression comes in many forms, but that is one of them. If you think you know someone struggling with depression, you can help by just by treating them like they're a good friend. Spend time with them, even if they don't feel like doing much, and remind them that they always have something to look forward to. Making plans in advance, letting them borrow something, or even just saying I'll see you at school tomorrow. All of those things can help your friend to make it a better day. I hope being friends with Sayori has given you some perspective on the true face of depression. Yeah, she's gone now. But Sayori was never real in the first place. You're real. Your friends are real. And just by being a good person, you can save someone's life. As for you, you don't struggle with depression or anything like that, do you? Rarely. Because you too have people who would want to save your life. I almost read that as file, which would be almost creepier. Maybe they don't express it every day, or maybe they don't even know how to. But people do feel that way, I promise. Man, humans are complicated. But as long as you're here with me, I'll take care of you, my love. Anyway, let's talk about yanderes. But enough about that, let's talk about me. Hey, have you heard of the term yandere? It's a personality type that means someone is so obsessed with you that they'll do absolutely anything to be with you. Usually to the point of craziness. They might stalk you to make sure you don't spend time with anyone else. They might even hurt you or your friends to get their way. But anyway, this game happens to have someone who can basically be described as yandere. That's right, Yuri. Would you actually think... Wait, no, I said that in your voice. Sorry, that's just extra rude. It's Yuri! She really got insanely possessive of you once you started opening up a little. She even told me I should kill myself. I couldn't even believe she said that. I just had to leave at that point. But thinking about it now, it was a little ironic. Anyway, a lot of people are actually into yandere type, you know. Yeah, I know, I was pretty into yandere. I mean, she went a little far, but... I guess they really like the idea of someone being crazy obsessed with them. People are weird. I don't judge, though. Also, I might be a little obsessed with you, but I'm far from crazy. I mean... Yuri acknowledged she was nuts, and Monika does not! I turned out to be the only normal girl in this game. That depression's pretty common. Natsuki's... I guess tsunderes aren't normal by real standards. It's not like I could ever actually kill a person. Just thought of it makes me shiver. I mean, we only have 2 suicides. Nobody's killed anyone else. Everyone's killed people in games before. I try to avoid it, sometimes, unless they bother me. Does that make you a psychopath? Of course not. It's not a VR game, for starters. Also, they're not, like, people I have experienced over a year's time with. I've never murdered a visual novel character. Except for you. I've killed you. But if you do happen to be in the yandere type, I can try acting a little more creepy for you. That's not necessary! Then again, there's already nowhere else for you to go. Or anyone for me to get jealous over. Is this a yandere girl's dream? I'd ask Yuri if I could. It is. You know, many have wondered the same thing. Let's ask! I can't help but wonder how things would be different if the game had just given me a route in the first place. I think I would end up forcing you onto my route anyway. It has less to do with me not having a route, and more to do with me knowing that nothing is real. I think the only difference would be that I may not have needed to take such drastic measures to be with you. Maybe the rest of the club would still be around. Not that it really matters. It all lost its meaning once I found out what wasn't real. So, I really don't miss those days or anything. I really don't. You're a sick bitch. Oh my god, Monika for dive kick, please! I need that! I need dive kick 2 with Monika. I've always wondered, what is it about these character archetypes that people find so appealing anyway? Their personalities are just completely unrealistic. Like, imagine if there was someone like Yuri in real life. She'd be so cute. Like, I mean, she's barely even capable of forming a complete sentence. I mean, she would definitely need therapy. And forget about Natsuki. What are you kidding? Abuse and people trying to overcompensate happens all the time. Someone with her kind of personality just doesn't get all cute and pouty when everything's don't go her way. I could go on, but I think you get the point. Actually, Sayori's pretty goofy. Are people really attracted to these weird personalities that literally don't exist in real life? I'm not judging or anything. After all, I've found myself attracted to some pretty weird stuff too. Yeah, no kidding. I'm just saying it fascinates me. It's like you're siphoning out all the components of a character that make them feel human, and just leaving the cute stuff. It's concentrated cuteness with no actual substance. They did have substance though, you psycho! You wouldn't like me more if I was like that, right? Maybe I just feel a little insecure because you're playing this game in the first place. Then again, you're still here with me, aren't you? I feel that's enough reason for me to believe I'm okay just the way I am. And by the way, you are too, AK. You're the perfect combination of human and cuteness. Aw, shucks. I sure as shit am. That's why then I was never a chance I wouldn't fall for you. Oh man, I wish there was a piano in here. I never got to finish that song I was working on. And after I worked so hard on it, I never even got the chance to play it for you. Well, it is what it is, right? No sense in having any regrets. I already get to be here with you forever. Hey, you know that book you were reading with Yuri? Portrait of whatever it's called. Really? You can't remember Markov? It's funny because I'm pretty sure that book... I don't think I should be talking about this. Sorry. Just forget I said anything. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it's actually like a... It's an ARG thing that he's been teasing in the files. Anyway. You know what's kind of creepy? Even though I deleted everyone else's files, I can still kind of feel them. It's like all their lines are still lingering in the air, whispering in the back of my head. Yeah, maybe that's what happens when you murder people. I don't know if someone I knew died. Maybe I just wasn't thorough enough. But I'm too afraid to delete anything else because I might really break things. Like, if I mess with any files relevant to me, I might accidentally delete myself. That would ruin everything, wouldn't it? Try it. I don't know what it's like on your end, but we should both make sure to avoid something like that at all costs. I believe in you, AK. That's a mistake. I don't know why you would. Do you ever feel like you waste too much time on the internet? Nope! It's like, whenever you have a few seconds of spare time, you want to check on your favorite websites. And before you know it, hours have gone by. And you've gotten nothing out of it. Wait, no, just Tumblr counts as social media. I waste a lot of time on Tumblr. It's really easy to blame yourself for being lazy, but it's not really even your fault. Addiction, this is like a podcast guest starring Monika, how weird. Addiction isn't usually something you can just make disappear with your own willpower. You have to learn techniques to avoid it, and try different things. For example, there are apps that let you block websites for intervals of time. Or you can set a timer to have a more concrete reminder of when it's work time to work versus play. Or you can separate your work and play environments, which helps your brain get into the right mode. Even if you make a new user account on your computer to use for work, that's enough to help. Putting any kind of wedge like that between you and your bad habits will help you stay away. Just remember not to blame yourself too hard if you're having trouble. If it's really impacting your life, then you should take it seriously. I just want to see you be the best person you can be. Will you do something today to make me proud of you? I'm always rooting for you, AK. It's been a while since we've done one of these, so let's go for it. Here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when I talk to people who are impressed by my writing, they say things like, I could never do that. It's really depressing, you know. As someone who loves more than anything else to share the joy of exploring your passions, it pains me when people think that being good just comes naturally. That's how it is with everything, not just writing. When you try something for the first time, you're probably going to suck at it. Not me! I'm an average C+. Sometimes, when you finish, you feel really proud of it, and even want to share it with someone. With everyone. But maybe after a few weeks, you come back to it and you realize it was never any good. Like my voice acting. That happens to me all the time. It can be pretty disheartening to put so much time and effort into something, and then you realize it sucks. But that tends to happen when you're always comparing yourself to the top professionals. When you reach right for the stars, they're always going to be reach. The truth is, you have to climb up there, step by step. And whenever you reach a milestone, first you look back to see how far you've gotten. And then you look ahead and realize how much more there is to go. So, sometimes it can help to set the bar a little lower. Try to find something you think is pretty good, but not world class. And you can make that your own personal goal. It's also really important to understand the scope. Wow, you're a nerd, Monika. If you just jump right into a huge project and you're still amateur, you'll never get it done. So if we're talking about writing, a novel might be too much at first. I still can't write a novel. Why not try some short stories? I do have many short stories, but they're shameful and nobody will ever see them ever again. Ever. The great thing about short stories is you can focus on just one thing that you want to do right. That goes for small projects as well in general. You can really focus on one or two things. It's such a good learning experience and stepping stone. Oh, one more thing. Writing isn't something where you just reach into your heart and something beautiful comes out. Just like drawing and painting, it's a skill in itself to learn how to express what you have inside. That means there are methods and guides and basics to it. Reading up on that stuff can be super eye-opening. That sort of planning and organization will really help prevent you from getting overwhelmed and giving up. And before you know it, you start sucking less and less. Nothing that comes naturally. Our society, our art, everything, it's built on thousands of years of human innovation. So as long as you start on the foundation and take it step by step, you too can do amazing things. And that's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Nerd! I should probably not mess with those files. Those particular files. XO, Monika, XO. You don't feel that I should touch a specific file? You don't think that I should go to Doki Doki Literature Club and right-click that and properties and local files and browse local files and then go into the characters folder? You don't think I should do that? That's something I should avoid doing. Okay, I won't do that. AK, how much do you read? It's way too easy to neglect reading books. If you don't read much, it almost feels like a chore compared to all the other entertainment we have. But once you get into a good book, it's like magic. You get swept away. I like comics. That's my compromise. Hey, thanks for following Monika XOXO, Monika XOXO. I think doing some reading before bed every night is a pretty easy way to make your life a little bit better. It helps you get a good sleep, and it's really good for your imagination. You should try books before bed. But you gotta have the light, like, conveniently near your bed, then. It's not hard at all to just pick some random book that's short and captivating. Before you know it, you might be a pretty avid reader. Go with the Captain Underpants novels, now that's literature. Wouldn't that be wonderful? And two of us could talk about the latest book. No, we can't talk about anything, Monika. Why do you not get that? But anyway. And before that, but anyway. No, back in our debate club days, I actually did not get to read that. It's kind of stating the obvious, but it affects the way they try to get their point across. Let's say you really like a certain movie, right? If someone comes along and tells you the movie sucks because it did X and Y wrong, doesn't that make you feel kind of personally attacked? It's because by saying that, it's like they're implying you have bad taste. And once emotions enter the picture, it's almost guaranteed that both people will be left sour. But it's all about language. If you make everything as subjective sounding as possible, then people will listen to you without feeling attacked. You could say, I'm personally not a fan of it, and I felt that I'd liked it more if X did Y. Things like that. It even works when you're citing facts about things. If you say, I read on this website that it works like this, or if you admit that you're not an expert on it, then it's much more like you're putting your knowledge on the table, rather than forcing it onto them. If you put in an active effort to keep the discussion mutual and level, they usually follow suit. Then you can share your opinions without anyone getting upset just from a disagreement. Plus, people will start seeing you as open-minded and a good listener. It's a win-win, you know? Well, I guess that would be Monika's debate tip of the day. That sounds a little silly. Thanks for listening, though. I was thinking about Sayori earlier. I still wish I could have handled that whole thing a little more tactfully. You're not still hung up over it, right? That pun was completely unintentional, I swear. Thank you for that one, actually. I appreciate that pun was unintentional, you monster. Oh no. Oh, she meant that pun. You're not still hung up over it. Anyway, I know how much you cared about her, so it only feels right for me to share her last moments with you, which is horrifying that she knows. You know how Sayori is really clumsy? Well, she kind of messed up the whole hanging thing. You're supposed to jump from high enough that the rope snaps your neck, making it quick and painless. But she just used a chair, meaning she just kind of left herself to slowly asphyxiate. But a few seconds in, she must have changed her mind or something, because she started clawing at the rope trying to free herself. She must have kept at it all the way until she lost consciousness. That's why her fingertips were all bloody anyway. Come to think of it, it was probably less changing her mind and more survival instincts kicking in. So you can't really fault her for that. It's easier to think that she probably wouldn't have changed her mind anyway, right? It's not healthy to think about the things you could have done differently. So just remember that even though you could have saved her, it's technically not your fault she killed herself. I may have exacerbated it a little bit, but Sayori was already mentally ill. Still, though, I wonder how things would be if you and I just started dating from the get-go. I guess we'd all be in the club room, writing poems and having fun together. But What's the point when none of it is even real? I mean, it's the same ending either way, right? Two of us, happily together. There's no reason to ask for any more than that. I was just pointlessly musing. I'm really as happy as I could be right now. You know what? I am having a bad day now. Eh? Nani? Oh. Yeah, you're pretty horrible. I mean, it's not like it was hate. It was either eternal imprisonment or, I guess that makes me the monster in a way. It's just like, I want stuff to happen. Settling down? Nah! Get out of here. That's not love, you're right. I mean, it was really mean that she doesn't have a path. She should pull for a spin-off game. But I guess she wouldn't have been popular if she were sane, so... It's pretty messed up, but you know, if she just let Act 4 progress naturally. I love the Literature Club. I really did love the Literature Club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then... Hooray! All sorts of fun girls. All three, the only amount anybody needs. This is Sayori. Oh yeah. She's proud, waking up on time. So she's better at stuff.
By the way, AK, you decided on club to join?
Yeah, you know what? We were. I'll get to the club and then I'll care. I'll keep it a surprise. You don't know what I'm doing. Actually, you do. You already know everything. It's kind of weird that she handles it so much better after having learned. I guess because she's seen Monika in action, she knows how to handle this power. That's right, Club Side Joy is yours, the Literature Club. So...
No way! Ah!
Hey!
Well, if Sayori's this happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around.
That means we can become officially recognized club. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, I'm thirsty for it. I'm also thirsty for actual liquid because I've been sweating bullets. Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. You can take this opportunity to try something new as well. I like how they're all still flawed. Like, Yuri's still kind of... She wants that action. But Sayori is a good girl. Look at this. Look at this best girl. I feel like Ascended Sayori is the best balance of elements, aside from being a little yandere. If you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well.
Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something you really like, okay?
Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting.
Just you?
Would you like to come along with me? I like that they are immediately friends. Everything's so much better without Monika's evil. I always go alone, so...
Yeah, me too. This is so cute!
Sayori, shut up. How many times am I going to tell Sayori to shut up anyway? At least once more.
I'll show you some manga there too, okay?
Yes, I look forward to it. Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the place.
I guess the meeting's over, huh?
Yeah, looks like it.
It's nice to see everyone getting...
Oh.
Isn't it? I think everyone likes you, AK.
You think so? Well, everyone has been getting along better with you around.
Don't say something like that, it's embarrassing.
Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club, but I think you're pulling off just fine.
We're gonna make the best club ever! Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey, AK, I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really, really happy that you joined the club and everything. But the truth is, I already knew you were going to. There's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for spending so much time with us all. You worked so hard to make each and every one of us happy,
And I did this time.
you comforted us through our hard times, and you helped us all get along with each other. Do you get it, AK? Because I'm president now, I understand everything. You really didn't want to miss a single thing in this game, did you? You saved and loaded so many times, just to make sure you could spend time with everyone. And only someone who truly cares about the Literature Club would go so far. But all along, that's all I ever wanted. For everyone to be happy and care about each other. It's kind of sad, you know, after all you've done from us. And there isn't much I can do for you in return. We've already reached the end of the game. So, this is where we say goodbye. Thank you for playing Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm gonna miss you. Visit sometime, okay? We'll always be here for you. We all love you.
So does that mean that you're rebuilding Monika, or what's up with that? It's not well.
Can you hear me?
There you go.
Hi, it's
That
me.
was a nice ending. I'm glad that
So,
happened.
you know how I've been, like, practicing piano and stuff? And not really any good at it yet, like, at all. But I wrote you a
That's
song.
nice. I was really hoping that the good ending would be better, and it's like, guess what? That's what I was talking about. That's all I really want is for Monika to just leave Sayori alone. Although it's even better because Sayori has evolved one more level from what she has seen. Yeah, Monika doesn't need to despair and erase the world. Boy, I'm sad all those people left.
Every day, I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem.
I do not know the lyrics well enough to sing with confidence. I'm looking for an in. The ink flows down into a dark puddle.
Just move your hand right the way into his heart.
These things are too slow. This world of infinite choices.
What
What
will
will
it
it
take
take just to find
that
that special day?
What will it take
Just to find that special day.
to
They're also all in color. So, fun fact, you don't actually have to do Yuri's path in Act 1, because she forces you to see her CGs in Act 2. But I did anyway, real quick. Because I'm paranoid. Oh, look at it, they got the one where she's smiling. The minor key cover of this song is really good, but actually most of the covers of this song are really good. We got a nerd in the comments section writing all the lyrics. I love that I'm in the special thanks. Not even me, my placeholder, my MC couldn't. Hey, wait, no. Why did you delete those? Monika! God damn it.
I'll leave you be.
Well, now you're not all waiting for me if I want to. God damn it. Ah! To the special player who achieved the special ending. Oh, it's Stan. For years, I've been For years! He's just donkey. For years, I've been enamored by the ability of visual novels, and games in general, to tell stories in ways not possible using traditional media. Doki Doki Literature Club is my love letter to that. Games are an interactive art. Some let you explore new worlds, some challenge your mind in brand new ways. Why is his handwriting so bad? Some make you feel like a hero or a friend, even when life is hard on you. Some games are just plain fun, and that's okay too. Everyone likes different kinds of games. People who enjoy dating sims may have a heightened empathy for fictional characters, or they might be experiencing feelings that life has not been kind enough to offer them. If they enjoy themselves, then that's all that matters. That goes for shooting games, casual games, sandbox games, anything. Preferences are preferences, and our differences are the reason that we have a thriving video game industry. My own favorite games have always been ones that challenge the status quo. Well, you managed that. Even if not a masterpiece, any game that attempts something wildly different may earn a special place in my heart. Anything that further pushes the limitless bounds of interactive media. You know, that's true. I have given so many games praise when they were not really good, but just brave. I extend my true gratitude to all those that have taken the time to achieve full completion. Well, I mean, I didn't see every scrap of dialogue, but yeah. I hope you enjoyed playing it as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you for being a part of my literature club. Love, Dan Salvato. And then you broke the game anyway, you bastard. And then it crashed because that's what the game does when I close it. I did it! I did all of Doki Doki Literature Club. And I've had my face horribly illuminated this entire time, like some kind of manimal. I've been overusing that. I'm not a manimal, I'm just like a serial killer. You know, it's not a Norman Bates, not a werewolf, jeez. Anyway, thank you everyone who has put up with all of this. I will be coming back to Doki Doki, so, you know, feel free to follow if you're still interested. I'll be coming back to Doki Doki with some mods. Anyway, the long and short of it is, thank you, come again.